Hey Taurus, how y'all doing? Welcome. We're going to be taking a look at your first half of August general reading here. So, Henry's always up in my readings. I keep telling him I work alone. Henry, can you get back in your bed, please? I'm doing Taurus right now. Henry, get back in your bed, please. Come on, get back in your bed. Back in your bed. Henry, get back in your bed. Thank you. Sorry about that. I was like, is he going to disobey me like on camera like this way? Anyway, so in your meditation, thank you for your patience. I saw an image of the Taurus collective as an armadillo. It was a very funny image, but at the same time, it felt very pertinent. So I saw the Taurus collective as an armadillo sitting outside in the garden with a sun hat on, with sunglasses, like drinking a glass of like sweet tea. It felt very like American Southern-tastic in a way, in the sense that it was very much about just like letting the day roll by. It felt very much like Rascal Flatts Mayberry, like taking your time, getting to where you're going, and yet there's no place you gotta be. Just really enjoying the pleasure of where you are. Armadillo is an interesting energy, because it's very much about setting loving boundaries and going at your own pace in terms of what is right for you and not bending to the thoughts, opinions, or will of anybody else. Really staying strong on what's right for you. When we are able to do that, and that can be very, very difficult to do. When we are able to successfully do that, and in a loving way, right, where it's not, I'm not saying no to you, I'm saying yes to me, well, we find that we have a lot easier time going about our life, right? Something in that. So then I saw the armadillo kind of fall asleep in the sun, and then I saw the clouds come in. It started to rain. And then the armadillo was woken up by the rain, and then it just started to go inside the house. And as it did, the rain fell and washed away the armadillo skin, and it turned into a mongoose. And it went inside the house as thanks for going with me on that. You know, these meditations, it's like, okay, symbolism. But I saw the mongoose go inside the house, and there was a whole family in there, and the mongoose was just like, you know, really happy to be in there with the family. It feels like there's an aspect of this that says, when you are outside of the safety of your own, you know, haven, your family, your own home, your own private space, your own world, there's an aspect of you that's being called to really set loving boundaries and saying yes to yourself a little bit more, or a lot more as it were, and then really allowing yourself to be fully vulnerable and present, and saving some of your energy and output for what actually really matters. Because mongoose is a fast-moving animal with a lot of energy, actually revered by the ancient Egyptians. But the armadillo is kind of an antithesis of that in some way. So I feel like I'm hearing save the best for last. I feel like there's an aspect that's coming through that says, you know what? Save the good stuff for the stuff that really matters. And the rest of it, keep those boundaries up, and remember the most important yes you could possibly get or receive is the one you give and get from yourself. It feels incredibly important. Yeah, let's go ahead and see what your cards have to say. Hey Taurus, let's go ahead and see what your animal energy is for the first half of August. Animal energy for, oh my love, sometimes it's so on the nose. Woo, we got the frog energy here. Okay, let's talk all about it. So frog energy. This is about emotional detoxification and releasing congested emotions in order to achieve emotional harmony. Now, what's really interesting about this is the monthly animal energy for August is, I just posted this on Instagram, is the heron, which is a very similar energy. So it's interesting that this is coming up for you here. Now, the frog also equates to that of the 10 of Wands in the Tarot, which speaks about a very heavy load. A lot of extra effort, pressure, heaviness, just taking a lot on your own back, right? And really kind of doing the most. It feels like there's a lot going on. And when the frog comes up, it's like, let's have that sweet release. Now, what's really interesting about this as well is that the frog in particular is my personal totem. I equate that to a song for personal reasons that we don't need to get into. But I always hear the song when I see the frog of Don't Worry, Be Happy. Don't worry, be happy. So it's one of my guides' way of communicating to me that I'm taking life a little bit too seriously and that I need to just enjoy it a bit more. Now, what's fascinating about that is your meditation, where we saw the armadillo on the outside, sort of sitting in the sun, but with the armor on. And I think that's part of the question. Remember I said it started to rain and then it turned into the mongoose, and then we have rain here with the frog? I think there's an aspect of this that's coming up that says, you know, if you were to relax outside, how well could an armadillo really relax in a sun lounger? I know it seems silly, but there's something about this. I think the armor is an aspect of you being called to really release some things, really take off that armor, and allow yourself to be a little less burdened or imposed upon in some way, shape, or form. This could be something you're doing to yourself or an aspect of your experience. It just feels particularly heavy. And perhaps you're being called to really take, you know, respite in what emotionally serves you and refills your cup at this time. Feels like the cup is going out a lot and you're being asked to give to yourself. Let's see what's going on. Very good. Let's see what's going on. What is going on? What is going on? Oh! 2 for 1. I'm going to take them. All right. Okay. 10 of Pentacles, she said with little to no surprise. So 10 of Pentacles, we were just talking about the family. And now we got a family on here. And what's really interesting as well is that, so first of all, we have the full moon in Aquarius on August 12th, right? During Leo season, full moon in Aquarius. So we're going to be under the beautiful magical influence of that moon, which is all about innovation, creative thinking, thinking out of the box. That's classic Aquarian energy. It's also about great hope, great faith, great love, and just all around mystery, magical mystery vibes, right? Psychic energy, all of that good stuff. Now, what's really interesting about this with the 10 of Pentacles is this speaks of long-term thinking, really thinking about how you're going to leave your piece of the world better than how you found it, but also considering people that are outside of yourself as well, thinking about again, different things for different people. But in this context, thinking about the kids, thinking about your personal legacy, thinking about your ancestors, those that came before you, really having an eye on the long term and broadening up your perspective in terms of what really matters. And in other words, your perspective. And I feel like there's this underlying aspect of, if you're carrying 10 wands, which of those wands actually matter to you, right? And which ones can probably be set down? I feel like you're being asked to shift your priorities in some way. Okay? Also, earth energy here for you as an earth sign. It's not lost on me that you were sitting in a garden in the meditation as an armadillo, which is an earth animal energy, right? And then it started to rain, and then you have earth and water here, which are 2 elements that work very well together as well. Wow. Okay, so we have the Ace of Wands. Now, this did come up in the reverse, but I'm going to hold it in the upright for the sake of the visual here. Now, Ace of Wands, traditionally speaking, is about a big burst of energy, creative passion, insight, inspiration, and feeling like full speed ahead. It's a rebirth of the aspect of you that is truly passionate about the work that you do and or about your interpersonal relationships, right? Now, doesn't this look like someone taking their magician's wand and lighting it on fire and really about to manifest some big stuff, right? Then we have the salamander here, which is lizard energy, all about timing, when to move, when to be still, the divine timing of manifestation and candle magic as well. You know, the fact that this was in reverse, ooh, that wax is going to be dripping hot, right? Why do I feel like this is another aspect of the 10 of Wands or the frog? I feel like you are being asked, Are you in need of a recharge? Could you use some help or assistance or some inspiration or rebirth of some kind? Now, here's why I want to talk about, I'm filming this on August 1st, which is Lammas. We're going to be in Lammas season this month. And the aspect of Lammas season is really about appreciating the sun while it's here. Because in the Northern Hemisphere, in September, in Mabon, September 20th, that's the autumnal equinox. That's when we start moving into the dark time of year and the sun starts receding. And we're called to more, practical, serious matters of let's get to that harvest. Let's make sure we got everything we need for winter. Oh, the holidays are coming up. That's going to be this and that, right? Tying things up for the end of the year, right? All of that descent into the latter quarter of the year. So this is like that one last hurrah, honey, to enjoy the sun while it's here. Why do I feel like someone's been suffering from a case of the woulda, coulda, shouldas? And it's sort of a case of like, oh, I should be doing this, or is this the right time for that? I'm hearing, please enjoy this time while it's here, because that is the season that is upon you, right? Lammas is about the sun. It's about luxuriating in these languid dog days of summer where you're just really able to appreciate moving a bit more slowly, right? And trusting that there's going to be a time for this Ace of Wands to be in the upright, but for now, allowing yourself to just be where you are, recharge yourself, allow yourself to just move at your own natural pace and rhythm. Again, saying yes to yourself, even if it means saying no to others. That feels incredibly important right now, especially with this frog here, right? Especially with this frog here. Let's see what else is going on. What else is going on? What else is going on? Ooh, very good. Knave of Swords. So this is brilliant. This just came up in the Cancer reading, actually. Actually, you might want to check out the Cancer reading because I think they got one of these other cards perhaps, or it just feels like it's reminding me of the Cancer reading for some reason. Anyway, if you're curious or you want to supplement or you have a major placement in Cancer, please check out the Cancer reading. So this is the Page of Swords. What's really interesting about this is, usually speaking, the Page of Swords is about its air energy, right? So it's communication, ideas, realization, messages, offers, insights, knowledge, all of research, all of that good stuff, right? It's interesting though, in this context, the fact that we have a kite here and then a photograph on it, I feel like there's an aspect of you that's being called into a different sort of perspective to really look at not just what matters, but what allows you to feel the freest, like a kid again, I'm hearing, the freest, and what is burdening you. Because here we have two opposing energies. We have the full weight of the Ten of Wands and needing to emotionally detox, and then we have a kite that can't be weighed down by anything in order for it to really soar and serve its purpose, right? So what is weighing you down? Right? And what can you release? There's something about this. I feel like there's again, with that armor, with the armadillo, there's something that wants to be released. And I feel like the way to do that is through accessing your emotions and having some honest check-ins with yourself about what is weighing you down and what really matters. That's what I feel like is coming through for you, Taurus. There's also this, always like sticks with me, this Polaroid here. I feel like this is, and it came up this way in Cancer reading too. That's why I say if you are curious, go check that out. I feel like this is symbolic of an aspect of yourself that maybe you haven't seen in a while, that maybe you haven't had time for, that's maybe been lost to the sands of time or whatever have you. But there's an aspect of yourself that's calling for your attention. Okay? And I feel like you will know what that is. You will know what that is. Let's get some advice. Some advice from a bull. Ooh, did you see that just like flippity flop flop flops? Wow. Okay, this also came out in reverse. Fascinating. So in the upright, this is the Ace of Pentacles, more beautiful earth energy for you. What's really brilliant about this is that the Ace of Pentacles is about new opportunity. Again, you have two aces in the reverse here, okay? Which is about a fresh start around something. You have them both in the reverse. I feel like it's another way of saying just be where you are right now and enjoy this time as it is. Things will be moving along. You need a refresher and a recharge and just to be where you are. There's something about this. And if it helps for you to look at it this way, the collective energy has been incredibly heavy, okay? So just allow yourself to be there. The emotions have been high. They've been, it's just been really challenging, especially Cancer season was a bit, well, very challenging for a lot of people. So just take note of that and just understand that and be gentle with yourself around any woulda, coulda, shouldas. Don't woulda, coulda, should all over yourself. Okay? Now, with this Ace of Pentacles being in reverse as well, first of all, this represents you. This is all the fixed signs, right? And you as Taurus are a fixed sign, just like me and Aquarius, also fixed signs. So this is about representing you in your fixed state. But this is in the reverse. So I feel like for you, it's like, let's go upside down. I'm seeing with this, your advice is to just be where you are and trust that, first of all, what is yours will not pass you by. You're not going to miss out on anything by following your feelings. What I mean by that is, if this is resonating on a level where you're like, yeah, I'm really feeling like, I may have thoughts of like things I should or should not be doing, but my body, my spirit, my emotions are asking me to still take it easy, or to take it more easy, or to just do less of this or more of this, or to say no to this commitment that I made, but I feel bad about it, but I gotta say yes to me. It's just too heavy. It's about not judging wherever you are at any given point and allowing yourself to be there, and trust that in the right and divine timing, this is going to turn back upright and everything that is meant for you will still be there. But you will be down some heavy wands and in a better place to receive it. Okay? That's what this feels like. Let's get an oracle. I'm feeling like the vintage. Let's get vintage. Oracle from a Bulls. Oh, beauty. Oh, one of my favorites. So here we have abundance. I'm so here for it. So first of all, the Ace of Pentacles in the upright is all about abundance. We were just talking about trusting that when you do what you need to do and follow your feelings, that what is yours will be there for you, right? And not a moment too soon. Again, earth energy there for you, representing you. Then we have abundance here. This is about really enjoying where you are. This is exactly what we were already saying. Literally stopping to smell the flowers. Don't see any roses there, but that's okay. And remember, I saw you in the garden in the meditation, and this is showing a lady like literally dressed in flowers, looking at the butterflies floating past. I think the only way that you can further that I think the only way that you could be a disservice to yourself during this time would be to come from a place of obligation and go against your feelings, forcing yourself to do things that you are not feeling called to do. It feels incredibly important, Taurus. Go gentle with yourself. Allow yourself to detox in whatever way, shape, or form that resonates. And trust that everything is happening within divine timing and that you deserve this time to enjoy this Lammas season, to be where you are, because the autumnal equinox and the time to return to matters at hand, as it were, will be here soon enough. Okay? There you go. I'm sending you so many blessings, my beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Taurians. I so hope that this helps and resonates. If so, please let me know in the comments below. I love reading your comments. Please like, share, and subscribe. I would so appreciate that. And most of all, and as always, just thank you. Thank you so much for being here. I have a very special kinship with you. Taurus. I don't always know why, but I just do. My North Node is in Taurus. That could definitely be, that actually probably is it. But I have a very special kinship for you. I enjoy reading for you in a way that is very unique to your sign. So we'll just live in that mystery. But I'm sending you so much love. Some of my dearest friends are Tauruses. I don't know. I love my bulls. What can I say? What can I say, fellow fixed signs? And again, just as always, and most of all, just thank you. Thank you for being you. And be well. Until next time.